Yo, what's up everybody? SloMo here, back at you with another video. Today I'm going to talk about the next gaming event set to happen on November 16th of this year. If you aren't aware, XO19 is an event focused on the Xbox platform and games being developed by Xbox Game Studios. If last year's event is any indication of what to expect, you'll be seeing a large crowd of gamers there and potentially new games or services announced. Last week I was on Twitter and saw someone ask Aaron Greenberg, marketing executive at Xbox Game Studios, a question about what to expect at XO19. And his reply was, quote, "Our XO19 show is focused on games. Now, we've heard this kind of hype from Xbox executives before and they didn't really deliver. And more than likely, we're going to see a lot from games that are already released like Gears 5 or third-party titles. And considering how last year they showed no new IPs, there's a big chance the same could happen this year. But for speculation's sake, let's explore the possibility that if they did show a new IP, which of their 15 studios will be developing it? So I put some thought into it and a little bit of research, and I've come up with 7 possible games that could be revealed at XO19. I've ranked them from the least likely to the most likely, so hey, let's just get into it. Number 7 is the AAA game being made by The Initiative. This game is being rumored to be a third-person perspective action adventure AAA game. This studio has definitely been recruiting developers with impressive resumes. Many of them have worked on The Last of Us games, the Uncharted series, Rise of the Tomb Raider, God of War 2018, the Call of Duty series, and Apex Legends. The reason why I have them at the bottom of this list though is because this studio just got started. It didn't even exist 2 years ago. So unlike the other new Xbox Game Studio developers, they don't have projects they were working on for years like Ninja Theory's Bleeding Edge. They are starting from scratch, unlike the other studios who already had entire teams already employed and ready to go when they were acquired. They are still building their team essentially. So I don't expect to see what The Initiative is working on until 2021 at the earliest. Next up is number 6, and number 6 is Double Fine Productions' next AA game. Whatever they are working on is likely still in pre-production. They are a 70+ developer team and they just recently released Rad in August. They are also working on releasing Psychonauts 2 next year. Without really showing anything from Psychonauts 2, it is extremely unlikely they'll show a new IP at this point. Number 5 is Compulsion Games' AAA game. Yes, I know, I said that, a AAA game. I know, shocker, but yes, Compulsion is developing a AAA game. They've recently filled a position for a producer who's worked on at least one AAA game in the past. We Happy Few only released last year, so they can't be far in development on their next game, which means it won't be announced anytime soon. Number 4 is Undead Labs' State of Decay 3. Undead Labs began development on this game not long after the launch of State of Decay 2. The third game in this series would be in development for less than 2 years. And considering how Undead Labs developer Richard Fogey confirmed on the Iron Lords podcast back in June 2018 that their budget for State of Decay 3 has seen a huge increase, Undead Labs will have the opportunity to implement the features they wanted with no limitations, as well as delivering the AAA experience they didn't provide in State of Decay 2. All that said, this means game development for the third game will be longer than the second, and if that's the case, this game is going to be out anytime soon. And we can also add additional development time considering they are still trying to grow their studio. So now we're down to the top 3. These games, if any are going to be shown, you will most likely see at XO19. Number 3 is inXile's unannounced game. Presently, inXile is in the post-production phases for Wastelands 3. Studio head Brian Fargo stated after they had been purchased by Xbox Game Studios in a Eurogamer interview that they've had an unannounced project in development for some time. So, it is likely we will see this game announced soon. Considering the kind of games inXile makes, this will likely be another isometric RPG. Number 2 is Ninja Theory's AAA game. And I know this is a AAA game because Ninja Theory stated so in their job description for a senior character artist on LinkedIn. This game would be developed by their team that created Hellblade. Ninja Theory has increased the size of their entire studio up to nearly 140 employees. So this Hellblade team should be much bigger than the 24 devs that worked on the last game. Hellblade released in 2017, so chances are this game is potentially a couple years in development, but not quite ready to be revealed considering how Phil Spencer is adverse to showing games that aren't expected to be released in the next 12 to 18 months. And because of that, the most likely game to be revealed is Playground Games' AAA action RPG. The Forza Horizon developer has been hard at work on an RPG that everyone suspects to be a new Fable game. Whether it continues from where Fable 3 left off or is a remake reimagining of the first game, no one knows, but this is a AAA game that will be expected to deliver in a big way. We heard about this game's development back in January 2018. There is no indication of how long it's been in development. So with that said, I still think if any game is ready to be revealed, it would be this one. Now, don't let me forget to remind you that most likely we won't see any new games announced from Xbox Game Studios. But if there will be one, Playground's game is most likely the game that we'll see. Let me know what you guys think will be shown at XO19. Will it be a new IP, an old IP brought back from the dead, or nothing at all? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. It's all good. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Peace.